What's the difference between trying to fix your inadequacies and your weaknesses versus developing your strengths? Stay tuned, because in this video we'll go into depth on that. If you're like most people, you have some things that you feel inadequate about. I'm not very good at this, or I kind of suck at that, this type of thing. And you also know deep in your heart that you have some strengths, some gift sets that are unique to you. Now, is it better for you to try to fix your shortcomings, your weaknesses, your inadequacies, or is it better for you to focus on your strengths and develop those further? Well, when I look at this, I think about a bottomless pit. And if you're trying to fill a bottomless pit, it's never going to fill up. And that is what I feel like trying to fix your inadequacies are. You just keep dumping into that, but the bottomless pit never fills up. The other way is focusing on your strengths, and there it's like climbing a mountain and you get to the top. It's a great experience. When you leverage your talents and your strengths, you're more innovative and excellence comes out of you. Simply because when you enjoy doing something, you do more of it and you get better and better. According to a Gallup report, people who regularly use their strengths are 6 times more likely to be engaged in their jobs and 3 times more likely to have an excellent quality of life. Imagine yourself taking a tropical plant and trying to plant it and grow it in the desert. It's going to really be a struggle. Okay, you might be able to do it, but is that plant ever going to thrive? No, because it's out of the right environment. So all that effort, all that energy is going to give you marginal results. However, if you put that tropical plant back in the tropics, it's going to naturally thrive and grow with less effort. And that's what it's like when you step away from where you feel inadequate and step into your strengths. You grow, you prosper, and it's much easier to do. I love analogies, and I'm going to give you another one here. Imagine you are swimming up a river and the current is strong. That is going to be exhausting and tiring, and you're not going to make a lot of progress. Imagine, on the other hand, you were in a sailboat and your sail was hooked up to the wind, going in the direction of the wind. It'd be easy. That's the difference here between going against your inadequacies and trying to fix those. That's like trying to go up the river, versus sailing on a sailboat, going exactly where you want to go in the direction you want to be. Next, let's look at teams. We are all on a team, either if it's in our family, at school, business, work, whatever it is, we work in groups. And are those teams highly effective, or are they kind of dysfunctional? What they found is that when you put people in the right position, in the right lane, they thrive. And if you compliment them and have them focus on what they do well, the results for the whole team excel. But when you try to have people do roles that are not necessarily complementary, they're kind of going against each other, or they're not in their right role, the overall team efficiency goes way down. So it's super important to be in your strength and to be on a team where your strength is needed and you're not duplicating those roles. Let's decide that you want to make a great meal. Unfortunately, you have the wrong ingredients. You have great ingredients, but they're not right for this meal. Now, that is focusing on your inadequacies. You want to make a certain meal, but you don't have the right ingredients. Instead, if you focused on your strength and said, these are the ingredients I have, this is the type of meal I can make, and it can be delicious, that would give you a superior result. We all want resilience, but one of the keys to that is working in your strengths, in your gifted area. Because when you are developing your gifts, that leads to greater resilience. You're just enjoying what you're doing, you have more confidence, and the more confidence you have, you're able to equip yourself to deal and handle with challenges and setbacks. When you are not confident, you're going to shy away and feel like, man, am I ever going to be good enough? But when you're in your strength zone, feeling not good enough is not there, because you know, okay, I might not be a pro, I might not be excellent, but intuitively, instinctually, you know, hey, this is kind of my calling, this is kind of my area here, and let's roll with this because there's a lot of journey here that's going to be exciting. The Harvard Business Review notes that focusing on strengths leads to higher satisfaction and improved job performance at work. And the end result is everyone is more productive and successful. All right, on the topic of your inadequacies versus focusing on your strengths, we've looked at the bottomless pit where you just feel like you're just trying to work on your inadequacies and it just never gets anywhere, versus climbing up a mountain. It's a great view, you're making progress, you can see a difference. We've also looked at the tropical plant, and if you take that tropical plant and put it in the desert, it's going to struggle, it's going to take a lot of effort and resources, and you're going to have marginal to minimal results. Versus if it's in the right environment where it thrives, it's going to be easier with less effort. We've also looked at swimming. If you are trying to swim upriver, up the current, that's going to be exhausting and tiring, again, with not very good results. Versus if you're in a sailboat, sailing with the wind in the direction you want to go, it's easy and smooth and no difficulties. We also looked at cooking. If you are trying to take ingredients that you naturally have that are in your environment and make something that isn't there, it's going to be a struggle, you're going to be disappointed. But if you take those ingredients and cook and make something that they would naturally be great with, it'll be excellent and enjoyable. Now let's look at the last one. This is my favorite one, and imagine you are in a cave and you're exploring the cave. This is like looking for your inadequacies. It's dark, it's damp, you're navigating through all this, it's unseen, you can't really tell what's going on, there's narrow paths, and you might even bonk your head on a rock or part of the ceiling of the cave as you go around, which is painful. So that is like trying to work on your inadequacies and your weaknesses. It's like you're in this dark cave, fumbling around, trying to figure it out. And I want to suggest to you, what about if you are a space explorer? If you are using astronomy to go to the stars and see what's out there in space, you can explore this vast open area and see the potential. You'd be lit up by the sun naturally. It wouldn't be in a dark cave. And you could be reaching for the stars every day, and ultimately you'd be discovering the world within yourself. If you're tired of trying to work on your inadequacies and your weaknesses, and you realize, hey, that's really not getting me where I want to go, that's not helping me become the person I'm meant to be, that's not taking me down the path I want, because you can try to develop your inadequacies, you can try to fix your weaknesses, but it's like you're on the wrong path. Instead, if you want to develop your strengths, develop more of who you are, then that's a better way. And if that's something you're interested in, send me an email at optimizers.unlimited@gmail.com, and I'll send you more information about programs I have on this. I look forward to seeing you or hearing from you in an email. All the best to you.